Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, it's definitely been a while. 9 months to be precise, where I reviewed my very first book. I'll link that at the end, just in case you missed it. Today's review is Matt Haig's best-selling novel, The Midnight Library. Yeah, not an author I'm really familiar with. I was browsing a book site and found it just by pure chance. It's something that I wouldn't usually read, but thought I'd give it a go. The Midnight Library, I'd say, is a book that straddles the line between fiction, philosophy, and a deep dive into mental health. So let's talk about why this book has touched millions and why it might just change the way you think about your own life. Yeah, the Midnight Library focuses on the main character, Nora Seed, a woman who finds herself in a mysterious library. It's between life and death, a place where every book contains a version of her life lived differently. Each decision she could have made leads to a different story, a different path, and perhaps a different version of happiness. The concept, I'd say, is simple, but what Matt Haig does with it, I'd say, is both moving, yeah, I'd say very profound. Although it's taken me ages to do one of these vids, yeah, with life simply getting in the way. I did sail through this one. I'll say pretty quickly. I like Matt Haig's style. That's both accessible and emotional. But yeah, he keeps it simple and yeah, it's not shallow. He writes with empathy, and that's really the engine behind this book. His prose is clean, yeah, almost minimalist, but packed with meaning. Some readers or reviewers might say it's, I don't know, too straightforward. But for a book dealing with depression, regrets, and alternate lives, that clarity, it's really refreshing. There's links to philosophy all over this book. You've got Nora's cat, which is called Voltaire. In one life, she has a pet dog called Plato. He draws on many, philosophical ideas. There's the concept of the multiverse, the weight of choice, and the illusion that one perfect life exists. Yeah, they're all explored. There are shades of Camus, echoes of Nietzsche, and a soft nod to Buddhist ideas of non-attachment. But at its heart, this book is about depression, suicide, ideation, and hope. It offers a powerful message. Even when life feels meaningless, there are infinite possibilities left unexplored, and perhaps even joy in the life you already have. Now, let's be fair. The Midnight Library isn't without its criticisms. Some readers and reviewers found the philosophical elements too, I don't know, on the nose, almost like the book is trying to teach rather than tell others about Nora's journey. They thought it was a bit too tidy, with endings wrapped up in a little too conveniently done there. There's also critique that it doesn't go deep enough into the darkness it flirts with. For a book that starts with a suicide attempt, some argue it takes an overly simplistic route to recovery. I get that, and somewhat agree. Someone that's suffered from depression about 12 years ago. There are honestly times where I thought there really wasn't light at the end of the tunnel, and it really took a while to get back to my former self. However, despite these flaws, the impact of this book is undeniable. It's gentle but powerful reminder that regrets are universal and that lives we imagine for ourselves are often not as perfect as they seem. It's the kind of book that you might pause and appreciate the beauty and in the beauty in the mundane and the okayness of your current life, or inspire you to reconsider the value of your own existence. I mean, for me personally, the Midnight Library doesn't claim to solve all your problems, but it plants a seed, and that is the idea that life is worth living, even when it doesn't feel like it. So, who is this book for? If you love books that mix fiction with philosophy, if you've struggled with your very own mental health or felt overwhelmed by regret, or if you just want a thought-provoking, heart-softening read, this one is for you. My rating, 4 out of 5. It's not perfect, don't get me wrong, but it is important. This book taught me anything, it's that maybe we don't need to live 1,000 lives to find the one we're meant to live. Maybe we just need to learn how to see the one we're already in. And yeah, to me, that's extremely powerful. So yeah, have you read the Midnight Library? What did you think? Life changing or overrated? Yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys. Drop a comment, or alternatively, connect with me on Blue Sky, which is in the video description. So yeah, see you in the next video, and happy reading.